Hi, team. Today I am coming to you with two more items that I'm going to sell. Reason that they're being sold is because they're not getting used. And I don't think that if you. I totally get being a collector and just having things and just to say that you have it. But I think that if you're not going to use something, I don't know that you just let it sit in the closet. And that's what's been happening with this. I've probably the last time I used this was probably in 20 maybe 2023. No, 2022, the beginning. I think whenever I went to Spain. So yeah, it wouldn't have been last year because last year that was the year before then. That was the last time I used it. And then when you use a Speedy, because it's so wide, I have a crossbody I have a strap for it, but you're constantly it because it's not flat. Whenever you walk, it's this number, it's that, and then if you try to flatten it out, I mean, you don't want to do that with it, so you kind of want it to keep its shape. And I have a shaper for it. I do have a shaper for it, but I wasn't getting much use out of it. So that's why I'm like, I can really let this go. It's not really serving its purpose for use. I don't wear it around town. It's really a vacation bag, like if you're just gallivanting around whatever new city and you may carry this with you. But now I'm thinking what's more useful and convenient are pochettes, smaller items. I know it seems like I'm purging of Louis, but I've sold Fendi and Chanel and whatever bag. It doesn't really matter to me. If I like it at the time, I'll get it. If I see that I haven't used it in at least a year and some change, and I just don't see myself using it, or I found that when I was using it, it seemed to be inconvenient, then I can let it go. I don't have to hold on to it. So I'm going to sell this Steven Sprouse Louis Vuitton orange today. I already have an offer for it. I just have to go and drop it off. And I'm also going to sell this Louis Vuitton upside down Duffle ink bag. Now this bag, it's okay. Beautiful, gorgeous, love it so much, love the print. It's so different to me. I got this in 2020. I went back and looked. I got this in 2020. I've used it. It has gotten use. But I have found that this bag doesn't hold very much. So therefore, it doesn't make it good to travel overseas with. It doesn't really make it good to travel, I mean, domestic, okay. But it's really a weekender. But you're not really putting big stuff in there. You're always going to need a second bag with it. And most duffels, I guess, are like that. But I don't use this one very much at all either. I don't know the last time I used it to travel with it, which was its intended purpose. So for that reason, I can let it go. I don't really get that attached to things. Like, I like them in the moment, and then I'm thinking, okay, am I really using it? It's a little too small for any overseas stuff, especially because you're not going to go overseas for just 2 days. I would think that most times you're over there for at least a week, and then that's a change of shoes. That's have multiple changes of clothes, and then your toiletry stuff. This bag ain't gonna fit all that stuff. It's really if you're driving to wherever for maybe 2 or 3 days, and you got stuff in the car and you got stuff in another bag, then okay. I have the backpack to this, which I've shown off before. I'm keeping the backpack. Like, the backpack isn't going anywhere because I use that bag when I use it, for weeks at a time, gymming and around town and everything else I use it for. This is not an around the town, duffel. Like, this, it could be a gym bag, but do you really want to take this to gym? I mean, you could, but I think it's too special for that. And it is almost like an art piece. And it did serve its purpose, and I did use it for 4 years. And now I'm thinking, it really doesn't get the use that it deserves. I can let you go. I can, it's all right. I still like you. I still like you very much. The next person is also going to like you very much. But I don't have to hold on to you as if you know, it's a child or a pet or something, like, you know, it is ultimately just a bag. And I get attached, but I don't get attached to the point that I can't let it go. So there's nothing about traveling that's wrong with it. You know, stuff over here, you still have to put it in I still put it in a dust bag when I'm traveling. But my rule of thumb, usually, if I haven't used it to the degree of which I think it should have been used, and it's not really practical, because there's really no give in this bag. So once it's full, there's no extra give, and you can, you know, find extra space with it or anything like that. It's really tight like that. But gorgeous. Every time I wear it, I get compliments wherever, but it's just not getting the use out of it. So I think I'm gonna have to let this go. So in any event, I just wanted to show you those two, my reasoning behind it. I do not remember what I paid for it, but I got a good offer to sell it. And the same with the other one. It was maybe $100 less than what I paid for the Stephen Sprouse one that I'm selling it for. But also, I've had that bag for a couple years too. So they're out of my collection. I'm sure I'll get something else. Like, okay, I went and got this monogram multicolor pochette. This bag, I can take on any trip. It's fine. Boom, 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 around town, no problem. Pack it and go. You're not worried about hitting it. I'm really not worried about so much, and I know what I'm taking with it, and the purpose of it is around town. This little Chanel denim bag, same deal. This is more of just a night out somewhere. If you're going to the club or something like that, and you just want a little whatever. Not really like that where you go shopping. This one is just, I guess you could go shopping and put your, it does fit the cell phone and some lotion and some chapstick and other little things. Maybe I'll do a what fits in my bag with this bag at some point. But I'm getting to my smaller everyday bag thing, and I'm not going into an office or to work or anything. So that's why I really can let some of these go. Anyway, if you got questions about either one of them, you can let me know. But just letting you guys know, it's okay to let some things go. It's just stuff. Come and go. You have it one day, the next day you don't. And then it's fine. All right? Have a good one.